All right. What is your job in the play?
Well, I'm the musical director, so I was arranging a lot of the music, and I'm performing all of it.
Did you have to learn new instruments for this job?
I did. I picked up the ukulele, which was not too difficult, and I also picked up the accordion, which was a lot more difficult.
How long did it take you to learn them?
Well, I got the accordion like a week and a half ago. So, I mean, I haven't learned it anywhere near its entirety, but I learned it enough to, play it in the show.
Would you like to show us your accordion?
I would. Okay.
Can you play something really quick?
Yeah. Let me see. I can play what I'm playing in the show, which is this like weird polka thing that happens in this chaotic scene, which goes like.
The winter play, The Matchmaker, will debut Friday, February 7th. The actors have been rehearsing for over 2 months, and I was able to ask them some questions about their preparation for the show. Who is your character in the play?
My character is Horace Vandergelder. I'm not the matchmaker, but I'm the person being match-made. And I'm like an old, miserly kind of Scrooge type of dude.
What do you like about your character?
Well, in terms of acting as him, I like that he's always yelling at everybody. Because that's a lot of fun to do, but I also like that because he's one of the main folks, he has to go through a transformation. So it's not like the whole time I'm one-sided yelling at everybody all the time. I kind of have to explore inside myself to find more layers and transform myself in the end to be somebody who's less and more caring about things. Because that's what happens to him.
Who's your character in the play?
My character's name is Malachi Stack, and basically he is a drunk who comes to this household to work for Mr. Vandergelder to ask for a job, and basically he's looking for a job to pay for his addiction to alcohol, pretty much. Yeah.
What do you like about your character?
I guess what I like most about my character is that it's so different from anything that I've done before. Like, I always play sort of like the peppy, young, like, happy-go-lucky kind of character, but this guy's more of like a jerk to other characters, and I like that I get to do something that I'm not quite used to, and I think that's like helping me as an actor and like sort of pushing my comfort level, and I'm having a lot of fun doing it. I get to act drunk like 90% of the time I'm on stage, so.
So this play is known as a farce in 4 acts. Can you explain a little bit about that?
Sure. Comedy and farce are considered 2 forms of the drama, and Matchmaker actually is as much a comedy as a farce. But the difference between farce and comedy in any classical sense is this. If you tie somebody to the railroad tracks in a comedy and the train comes, they die. If you tie somebody to the railroad tracks a la Wile E. Coyote and the Roadrunner in a farce and a train comes along, they don't die. They come back to life. So in farce is that built-in understanding that there is an opportunity for rebirth on a daily basis, if that makes any kind of sense.
Do you have to actually sing opera?
I do actually sing opera at random times.
Do you want to burst into opera right now?
Sure. Ombra mai fu di vegetabile, caro ed amabile, suave fu, quando menvo.
That was amazing. Thank you. Can you say something in an Irish accent for us?
All right. Now, Peter Molloy, God rest him, was a fine arguing man. I pity the woman whose husband slams the door and walks out of the house at the beginning of an argument. Oh, Peter Molloy would stand up and fight for hours on end. He'd even throw things, Minnie. And there is no pleasure to equal that.
Then the German is like this, and it's fun, and it's nice to do, and then Oliver plays my partner, and it's all good.
Do you have a character you like playing more?
I like playing Rudolph more. More lines, A, but B, it's just fun doing the accent.
How is it being in a smaller production like Matchmaker compared to a huge production like Hairspray was?
Well, since in the Hairspray I was ensemble, I didn't feel responsible for the show. I'm like, you know what, if the show sucks, it's Molly Chapman's fault. But since this show has much less kids, it could be anybody's fault. So not only do I feel a responsibility to make the show great, I feel that everybody else needs to know they have a responsibility. Because even if I go out and do my best, if one of the other folks who maybe doesn't even have as much lines as me messes up, it's still gonna be messed up. Because there's not enough people in this show for anybody to be not on their game.
The other thing that's been, I think, enormously engaging about this is the quality of the cast right through. This is one of the strongest casts I have ever worked with. There's nobody who walks on that stage and you go, oh God, I don't want to watch this person. And trust me, I've done shows where there are people that's true. I mean, they mean well, but you're just not very interested in them. This is a strong, dedicated, happy, hardworking cast. Some of them can be annoying, but they're annoying in interesting ways, and you can just channel those annoying qualities. I'm not saying anything about who that might be, Brooks and Joey, but you can channel those into the show.